Hey guys, free pick time. All right, back with another free play. So today we got lots going on. Our top play today is in Thursday Night Football, and I'm excited about this one, guys, because I really like this play. We got two plays overall in NFL and one player prop as well in that game. I got two college football plays, 5 NHL, one of which I'm going to give to you guys, and some NBA plays as well. Now, yesterday, we officially made it 24 out of 27 winning days in Masterclass, which is absolutely mind-boggling. We've only lost 3 days out of the last 27 days. It's been an absolute wild run, and I'm really hoping to keep it going today because we have a lot of value out here. The one thing, though, I go to sleep last night early before our free pick ends. So we lost our free pick yesterday. I said, it wasn't a great play. Wake up this morning and people messaging me like, dude, we were so close to covering, and I don't know, I didn't watch the game, but apparently we got within like a basket of covering at the end, and then they didn't. So I know the score was much closer than when I went to sleep, but either way, it was a bad pick. And I started thinking last night, I had very limited time to sleep because I did have a bit of a later evening and I wanted to be up by 4 this morning to get going on the games. So tossing and turning last night was the last thing I wanted to do. And then I started thinking about, like, why am I disappointed? Why am I miserable? Because we've just won 24 out of the last 27 days in Masterclass. We won Consensus Group again yesterday, and I mean, like, again, okay, on an absolute ridiculous run in Consensus Group. But we lost free picks, and I'm like dwelling on this game like it was a shitty pick, and like, why give it out? Like, it wasn't a good play. Like, I think just more careful analysis of the game would have at least got me to, like, probably not to the other side, but maybe to a no play or something. And it like dawned on me once again that I'm back doing the old familiar habits where I'm not going to be happy unless I get the trifecta every day. In order for me to be pleased, I need to basically win Masterclass, I need to win Consensus Group, and I need to win free picks. And I think it's probably good that my brain is wired this way because it's what keeps me going back and trying to be better every single day. I talk about anytime we have a losing play, I like to break that play up into 4 quadrants, okay? And winning plays as well. I go through all of my plays, but I like to put everything into 4 quadrants. And when you can put them into these 4 quadrants, now you can start to improve your overall ROIs, okay? These 4 quadrants are good plays that win. We love those, right? Good plays that lose. We're okay with those because they're good plays. They didn't come in for you, but you found value, okay? Then you have bad plays that lost. Portland last night, okay? It was a bad play. We deserved to lose, and we did lose. And then the hardest one, the one that disguises itself, is the bad plays that win, all right? And every once in a while, you have a bad play that wins, and you pat yourself on the back and say, good job. Yep, we had one of those last night as well. UTEP. Okay, I had UTEP plus 3.5 yesterday. Now they managed a great fourth quarter comeback, and some people could say, well, Sam Houston is 0-7, 0-8 now. So how could that be a bad play? Well, look, we missed this closing line by a full point, but above and beyond that, when I look back at this, I look at the money distribution, I look at the steam, I look at the line movement. This was a Vegas trap line, and I gobbled it up like an amateur. So it's a bad play that lost, okay? And you have to be willing to acknowledge that yourself, okay? Too many sports bettors in this business are too afraid to even admit to ever having a loss. Like, it's like this taboo thing that's like they just don't want to let people know that they've ever lost, right? And then people out there, and maybe it's their own self-insecurities, like saying, I've never had a losing month. Yes, you have, okay? Every professional has. So at the end of the day, part of being an elite level top professional, you guys call me the GOAT, part of being an elite top level professional is allowing yourself to be vulnerable, okay? Allowing yourself to admit that you are not God's gift to sports betting, okay? You need to constantly try to get better, and you have to admit when you're wrong. If you're not willing to admit when you're wrong and make the same stupid, stubborn mistakes again and again and again, then what good are you? Okay, those that don't learn from the past are condemned to repeat it. And that has shown itself through history time and time and time again. So when I look back on these plays like UTEP, where, it's a bad play that lost, I can make better choices going forward. Now, will I ever get to the point in my career where I've done this enough where I can say, you know what, I'll never make another mistake again? Absolutely not. It'll never happen. But the more mistakes we eliminate, the higher ROI. The more trap lines we can recognize, the higher ROI, okay? The more games where we can look at and identify, yes, I know for a fact that this game has value, the higher ROI. And that, guys, is what 20 years of expertise has brought us to, okay? There's a reason why we have won 3 straight years in Masterclass and we're winning another year, okay? It is not an accident over tens of thousands of plays that we have a very, very nice positive ROI, okay? But it takes a lot of work. And I don't want people to think when they're jumping into this that, you know, it's all flash and whatever, right? You guys seen my house, you guys seen my McLaren, you've seen my cars. Like I'm going to buy another car today, okay? That is like a very small element of it that took years and years and years to get to, okay? The element that people don't see, well, hey, waking up at 4 a.m. this morning, okay? It doesn't feel like work because I love it most days. This, you know, your job doesn't end. Like people think it's like, yeah, you know, circle a couple plays and then, you know, get them in and, you know, kick back with a couple beers and watch it. No, your job doesn't end just because your bets are in and the games are on. No, you need to have honest breakdown analysis of those games. You have to go back over all those plays. And who the hell wants to go back over those plays, especially after a losing day? Okay, after a winning day, no problem. I can tell you from personal experience that days where, you know, I've ended up going like 2-7 or something like that. The last thing you want to do is sit down and spend an hour and a half going through a bunch of losing games and criticizing yourself. But you have to do it in order to be better long term. So the people that want to be professional sports bettors, okay, that's your aspiration, that's your dream. Look, I can tell you there's nothing else I would have rather done professionally with my life. I love every second of it, most seconds of it. But it is not what you see on TV. It is not what is glamorized, and it's not what these fake scam artists talk about when they talk about professional sports betting. It's not the yachts and the bikini girls and, you know, all this other stuff. It's hours and hours in front of a computer screen. It's having to be critical with yourself. It's accountability. It's all these things, but it's very rewarding at the end of the day. All right, so on to today's free pick. I swear I wasn't going to make a long video. Here we are. New York Rangers, -130, guys. So Oilers, early in the season. Look, I don't think the Oilers are going to be a poor team by any stretch of imagination. My criticism with the Oilers beginning of the year, once again, was defense. Okay, this is not a league that lacks defense, okay? It just isn't. Now, Campbell hasn't been good for them, but the Oilers are 31st in the league in goals against. 31st in the league in goals against, all right? Their firepower they rely on, which is pretty top-heavy in their lineup, obviously with Draisaitl, McDavid, is how they're going to try to win games. But that just does not match up against this Rangers team, okay? This is a Rangers team that prides himself on defense first as a full team collective, and I love hockey teams like that, okay? When I watch the Rangers play, the little bells and whistles go off in my head that say Stanley Cup champions right here because they play a collective team game. It's what the Bruins have done so well. It's what the New Jersey Devils did so well during their 3-cup run over the span of 6-7 years, okay? They play a team game. And the Rangers right now are allowing a league low 24 shots. Now, Shesterkin has not been that great. He has had a below average goals against average, but he was brilliant last game. I mean brilliant against Calgary, and we actually had him as a 2-unit play last game. Now, we got 2 steam bets on the Rangers, and I think there's value in this play all the way up to -145. I would bet it up to 145. It's at -130 right now. So we have some value, and I like this play, okay? Like, we got this team. Cap this game as being, you know, a very good edge. And just the way that these two teams match up against each other, the Oilers would love nothing more than to get into a back-and-forth slugfest here. What they want is high-paced, open game, you know, both teams getting 35 shots, and that's the kind of game that the Oilers want to play. That's not the type of play that the Rangers are going to give them, okay? Best of luck, guys, and we'll see you soon.